It's the Guildford Live Festival in midsummer. Most are hanging out, getting high on the music. But others seem to need stimulants, legal or otherwise, to enjoy their day. 9 festival goers have been taken to hospital after eating cannabis fudge cakes. So it's time to enforce the law.
Hiya.
I'm not doing it. I just went out, came back in because I thought it's not a good idea. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, they've just arrested one.
They've just arrested one, have they? Can I just see what you've got on you a minute?
I'm not selling it. That's why I just went out and I felt really guilty. I thought I'm not doing anything.
One of your guys, because 9 had to go to hospital yesterday.
Right.
I wasn't selling it.
Okay. All right. What it is, at the moment, what we've got is a lot of people buying this fudge stuff and stuff.
Give me this bag.
And what they're doing is people are actually taking too much of it and having heart problems and stuff.
That's why I thought I'm not going to do anything. I just went out and I came straight back in. I'm not going to do anything.
Right.
What's in these?
There's a hash in there.
Is there?
Yeah. How much is in each bit, do you know, or not?
I don't know, but I've taken one and not now, obviously. I've taken one like a few weeks ago and it just made me think late. It did nothing else. And I wouldn't be selling shit because I know there's people around selling, really dangerous stuff.
Police have some discretion about when to enforce the law, but in this case, the amount of drugs and the number of people taken ill means they have no choice.
Yeah, you're not doing that. Fair old whack there.
Yeah. Huh? Oh, crikey, yeah.
Take it home.
Right, okay, I'm arresting you on intent to supply a controlled substance. You don't have to say anything, but it may have your defence. If you do not mention when questioned, something which says you're allowed in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. 1824. Do you want to come with us?
Please, no. I'm not doing anything.
No, come on.
Please.
That's right, right, listen, what we're going to do... Hang on a minute, what we're going to do... Okay,
don't do this to me. I'm a good girl, I swear. I never do anything wrong.
Don't panic at the moment, right? What we're going to do, we're going to take you back to the police station. Okay. Have you ever been arrested before?
I'm never going to do anything wrong.
Okay. Have you ever been arrested before?
I've never had trouble with anyone.
Okay.
I don't have a criminal record. I was never even caught without a ticket or anything.
Listen, what's going to happen, is we're going to take you back to the police station, yeah?
Can you not just give me a warning?
No, not for this amount.
I haven't done anything wrong in my life.
Let's go over to our level 10.
Okay.
Please help me, please.
Nothing I can do at the moment, I'm afraid. Nothing I can do at the moment. Come on, let's get going. Let's get going. Come on, it's all right.
Do you want to take a seat?
We'll just sit down there a minute. We've got individual fudge cakes. Obviously, give a smell of them. You can smell a little bit of cannabis in there. You smell that? Obviously, with this amount, intent to supply, we'll take her down to the police station, interview her about it, and then send these off, and then she'll have to come back when these have been analysed by the laboratory, see what we've actually got. So,
the problem we got is we had a problem with these yesterday, where there's not just cannabis in them, there's another substance which has put 9 people in hospital. So obviously, we're very keen to stop people selling these sort of homemade fudge.
It could be quite a dangerous concoction at the end of the day. So, hope this will deter other people coming in.
Police will always enforce the full might of the law when people are caught dealing in drugs. They're particularly anxious to crack down on the pushers who threaten young people's lives by selling them drugs in nightclubs.
5?
Yeah,
so we're on 10 at the moment?
Yeah, we had 5 at first, we're first search, we're number 5 up in stock. So.
Okay.
And we've run out of drugs bags.
Yeah, we're going to have to make do, mate.
Yeah.
It's all right.
At this club in Portsmouth, the bouncers have made a citizen's arrest on a man dealing in ecstasy.
Yeah, I'm dealing, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah. Hello, mate. Well, mate, before we get started, okay, I've just got a caution, okay, and that is that you do not have to say anything, okay? It may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something to later on in court, okay? Anything you do say may be given the evidence. But what I've got to tell you is that you're under arrest on suspicion of being in possession of a controlled substance, okay? Right? You are under caution, mate, so the time is now 23:36. Yeah, if you could please, mate. Cheers, then.
The dealer's been caught red-handed. He claims he's collected the drugs for someone else. He says he doesn't take drugs. He's asthmatic and he knows that they're dangerous, yet it seems he's prepared to sell them.
No, I don't take drugs, I'm asthmatic.
All right, mate.
So if you don't take them, what have you got on you?
Someone asked me if I knew someone who got get them and I went and got them.
At international frontiers like Dover, there's another law that police help enforce, the law against smuggling. There's a relentless flow into the country of illegal booze, tobacco, and nowadays people.
Do you want to go round? Okay, thanks.
1,300 illegal immigrants were detained in Britain last year alone. Tonight, police and customs have spotted a suspicious car.
Yeah.
People don't normally keep their luggage on top of the engine. They uncover a large haul of tobacco in the car and on the driver and passenger.
What we've had here, as you've seen, is the vehicle. When the officer has been carrying out checks on the vehicle and opening the bonnet to carry out a routine check on the engine, we found a holdall that's been concealed actually in the engine compartment. As a result of that, we've got the customs down, and it would appear that there's about 150 pouches, which is about 7.5 kilos of hand-rolling tobacco, and cigarettes in the rear of the vehicle, in the bags, and beer in the boot. So the customs have now taken it to the customs hall, and we're going to hang around there in case they have any problems, because there's a likelihood that the goods in the vehicle may be seized from them. As you've seen in there, they found that the rear seat, when taken out, had been hollowed out for the purpose of possible concealment. The male and female seem to be rather large, and when approached by customs, they actually had an amount of tobacco actually taped around their bodies, and they were a lot thinner, obviously, once they'd undone the tapes. And obviously the bag there, and there was a total of about 14.5 kilos of hand-rolling tobacco. Not a great amount, but it's the way it was concealed on the bodies, and about 5,000 cigarettes. The only reason it turned out that the officer stopped the vehicle was pure fact it didn't have a tax disc. As you see in there, the people have had all the goods seized. They've lost their vehicle, that's been seized by customs. Back to North East Kent. Moral of that story, I suppose, is, for them anyway, is make sure your vehicle's taxed. Right, we've sorted that problem out, and we're now going down to a report of a female shoplifter on board one of the P&O vessels down at Threeburth. There's a CID officer's already on his way down there.
I asked her if she had intended to leave the shop without paying for the item. She said yes. I then asked her if she had any other items on her. She produced a box of Beautiful from her right pocket and a box of Tommy Girl from under her coat.
Right, if you'd just like to listen to what I'm going to say to you, you do not have to say anything, but you may harm your defence if you're not mentioned now something that you may later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand that? Right, you've listened to what the gentleman said. Do you agree with everything he said? Right, so you did have those items on you, and in the places that the gentleman has told me. Right. So, did you actually attempt to steal those items from the shop? Okay. Right, Miss Manning.
The thief has admitted her crime and cooperated with police. Because she's a first offender, she'll be formally cautioned and sent on her way.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. She's been in the country 2 years, she's been here, they've had enough. There's no, like you know what I say, they've got to go through everything.
Policing the frontier means enforcing the law and...
Emergency. Hello there, I wonder if you could help me. We've been threatened by a lady. She's threatened to do my car over. She's extremely drunk at the moment, and this is all because her son is getting done for assault against my husband and threatening behaviour, threatening messages on Facebook.
Yeah, we're on the way to Milton.
We pulled up tonight in the car. She comes around the corner